Number 16, a miniature Earth in the world's largest country. Stretching from Asia to Europe, bordering 16 countries and spanning 11 time zones, Russia is twice the size of the United States, equal to 49 European countries combined, and covers 1/8 of the Earth's land area. It's even larger than Pluto's surface. No joke. This is Russia, also known as the Russian Federation. It's no coincidence that Russia is often called a miniature version of Earth. About 77% of Russia's territory is covered by permafrost, yet it holds 20% of the world's forest reserves, more than even the Amazon. The Ural Mountains divide two continents. Lake Baikal, the deepest freshwater lake on the planet, contains 1/5 of Earth's fresh water, and Mount Elbrus, Europe's highest peak, towers above the majestic Alps. With 2/3 of its land in permafrost, Russia's climate can shut down electronic devices. In Oymyakon, a village in Siberia, winter temperatures can drop to -90 degrees Fahrenheit, making it the coldest inhabited place on Earth. Russia also boasts sunny Sochi beaches, the site of the Winter Olympics, the dry Astrakhan Desert, and lavender fields in Crimea as beautiful as those in Provence, France. As of 2025, Russia has about 145 million people, similar to Japan, but 75% live in the European part. It's home to over 190 ethnic groups, from Tatars and Bashkirs to communities living among snow and bears in Yakutia. Russian, written in the Cyrillic alphabet, is not only the official language but also a prerequisite for space travel. NASA astronauts must learn Russian. It's the 5th most popular language on the internet. Number 15, the country with the earliest retirement age in the world. In a world where retirement ages are rising, Americans must wait until 67 for full benefits, Germans work until 66, and the Japanese are encouraged not to retire. Russia surprises and even inspires envy. Here, women can retire at 55, men at 60, and some as early as 45 if they work in harsh environments. Interestingly, the Russian government not only allows early retirement but also provides many post-retirement benefits that Westerners might envy. After retirement, Russians receive a national pension from the Russian Pension Fund, averaging about $250 per month. Seemingly low, but enough to live comfortably in many rural areas where a meal costs less than $3. Those who worked in the military, healthcare, or education sectors can receive $500 to $800 monthly. Retirees enjoy perks like discounted utilities, free bus rides, cheap cross-country train tickets, and even free coal for winter heating in some regions. Additionally, retirees receive a mini dacha, a small plot to grow vegetables for self-sufficiency. The government also offers free yoga, smartphone, and English classes for seniors. They can even continue to receive support when traveling abroad. Sounds appealing, right? Curious why Russians can retire so early? Comment number 11 below and we'll share more details. Number 14, Russian women are crazy about foreign men. Russia is considered one of the countries with the most beautiful women in the world. French writer Alexander Lutz said, "The beauty of Russian women is the country's priceless treasure. Tall, well-proportioned, with fair skin thanks to the cold climate, and deep, captivating eyes full of character, Russian women have repeatedly ranked among the top 5 in global beauty pageants. Beauty isn't only skin deep. According to UNESCO, over 57% of university graduates in Russia are women. You'll often meet women who speak 3 languages and are highly skilled in math and cooking. Russia is often called a female nation simply because there are 13 million more women than men, almost the population of Bolivia or Tunisia. This gender imbalance makes men rare, and marrying foreigners has become very common. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, over the past 12 years, 57,000 Russian brides have immigrated to the United States. Research shows Russian women prefer American husbands the most, followed by French, German, and Italian men. Men from these countries appreciate Russian wives for their education, youth, beauty, and hardworking nature. Matchmaking businesses have even turned some Russians into millionaires. There's even a popular book titled 101 Ways to Marry a Foreigner. What do you think about these women? Want tips on winning a Russian girl's heart? Comment number 4 below. Also, if you marry a Russian woman as a foreigner, you can gain many benefits. Comment number 12 to learn more. Number 13, the world's largest and most unusual tank graveyard. About 40 miles west of Moscow, deep in a dense forest, lies what Russians call the Steel Sanctuary, the Kubinka Tank Museum. It's considered honestly the world's premier military and strategic tank scrapyard, housing over 300 tanks across 60,000 square meters. That's about the size of 11 American football fields. But, you know, the size isn't the only highlight. Shockingly, about 30% of the tanks here are secret Soviet experimental prototypes, never shown to the public before. You'll find legendary machines like the T-35, a giant tank with 5 turrets weighing nearly 100,000 pounds, and the UFO-shaped Object 279 with 4 tracks. The collection even includes Nazi German, American, and Japanese tanks, plus a bunch of war trophies, some still bearing bullet holes, silent witnesses of the past. Here, you don't just see tanks, you actually smell the oil, feel the cold steel, and on special tours, you can even step inside a real tank cockpit. Now, number 12, Russian telemedicine surprises the world. Telemedicine, remote medical consultation, isn't new worldwide, but in Russia it's used extremely flexibly, especially in big cities like Moscow, Kazan, and St. Petersburg. In 2023, over 6.3 million remote consultations were recorded. That's about 17,000 cases every single day. Apps like SpursDoc and Dr. Ryadom let you video chat with a doctor within 3 to 5 minutes, get electronic prescriptions, and have medicine delivered to your door within 2 to 3 hours. Before you even see a doctor, you can chat with an AI symptom checker to assess your risk and suggest the right specialist. And get this, a basic video consultation costs only $5 to $6, about the price of a Starbucks venti, which is way cheaper than US clinic visits that can range from $80 to $150. With insurance, you might even get unlimited free consultations. Although some folks doubt the service quality, a 2023 Romir Analytics survey showed that 84% of Russian telemedicine users were satisfied, often picking doctors with a friendly manner. Interested in similar services in the US? Comment number 3 for more details on apps, quality, and costs. Number 11. Life in the coldest place on Earth also has the highest elderly population. Not the North or South Pole, but Oymyakon, a small village in Siberia's Sakha Republic, Yakutia, holds the record for the lowest temperature ever recorded, minus 89.9 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 67.7 Celsius, colder than anywhere else on Earth. About 500 people live here year-round, braving cold that can honestly freeze time itself. For comparison, New York's winter lows rarely drop below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, so Oymyakon is 4 to 5 times colder than the coldest snowy days in the U.S. Life here is a daily battle against frost. Water pipes? Useless. Residents actually haul water from frozen rivers and heat it with firewood. Every home has a stove burning 24/7 and most toilets are outdoors, which means a chilly trip in minus 50-degree weather. Folks wear thick fur clothing and rubber boots, wrapping scarves so tightly that only their eyes are visible. Sometimes even their eyelashes freeze. But surprisingly, the Yakut people in Oymyakon have a high life expectancy, often living into their 90s, higher even than Japan. Clean air, no pollution, and preserved food thanks to the cold all contribute to their long, healthy lives. Want to know what they eat and how they stay so healthy? Comment number 10 below. Number 10. A special holiday for couples. If you think Valentine's Day is all about chocolates and roses, Russia might just surprise you. In Ulyanovsk, the hometown of Lenin, the local government once allowed people to take the day off on September 12th each year to spend time with their spouses and encourage population growth. This wasn't a joke, but a real policy with real rewards. Couples who had a baby born on June 12th, Russia's National Day, could win prizes like TVs, refrigerators, washing machines, and even cars. Thanks to this unique program, Ulyanovsk once recorded a 25% higher birth rate in June compared to the national average. Number 9. A mother like no other. Speaking of incredible achievements, Russia holds the world record for the most prolific mother in history. Valentina Vasilyeva, who lived in the 18th century, gave birth to 69 children with the same husband over 40 years, including 16 sets of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets. Even more astonishing, 67 of those children survived. An unbelievable feat given the limited medical care of the time. Number 8. Russia's parallel online universe. Imagine a world without Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, yet people still chat, share photos, live stream, shop, and even propose marriage online. Sounds impossible? Not in Russia. After waves of sanctions and censorship since 2022, Russia built its own independent internet ecosystem. Leading the way is VKontakte, often called Russia's Facebook, but it's so much more. VK combines social media, music streaming like Spotify, videos like YouTube, job hunting, and online education all in one. There's also RuTube, Russia's YouTube, Telegram, which evolved into a Russian super app, and Yandex.Zen, a blogging platform for everything from movie reviews to rye bread recipes. Despite global changes, Russia proves digital independence is possible. Number 7. 800 ghost towns frozen in time. Across Russia, there are 500 to 800 ghost towns, abandoned relics of the Soviet era. These settlements, once bustling with workers, were deserted after the collapse of the USSR. Take Katychan, once home to 12,000 people, now an eerie empty shell after a coal mine disaster. Or Pyramiden, a Soviet town frozen on Norway's Svalbard Islands, where cinemas, libraries, and cafeterias remain perfectly preserved under Arctic ice, like a haunting movie set from The Shining. Number 6. Life in an underground palace. Moscow's metro isn't just transportation. It's actually a living museum. With marble floors, gold leaf ceilings, crystal chandeliers, and intricate mosaics, every station honestly feels like a royal palace. Over 6 million people ride every day, surrounded by art, live music performances, and even pop-up theater acts. Stations like Komsomolskaya and Kievskaya are so stunning they're popular wedding photo spots. So, next time you think of a subway, just imagine one dripping in gold. Number 5. Bride kidnapping traditions in the Caucasus. If you type bride kidnapping in the Caucasus on YouTube, you'll see it's shockingly common, especially in North Ossetia. Why? Well, traditional weddings here can cost between $3,000 and $11,000, which is a fortune compared to the average $400 monthly salary. Kidnapping avoids the expense, though today many kidnapped brides are, thankfully, allowed to refuse marriage. However, societal pressure often leaves them little choice, blending ancient customs with modern dilemmas. Number 4. Vodka, Russia's holy water. Vodka, from the word voda or water, is Russia's liquid pride. It was once so valuable that teachers were paid in vodka during economic crises, and it still remains central to every celebration. Russians never drink without a heartfelt toast, and it's always accompanied by traditional snacks like pickles, salted herring, or smoked sausage, a culture called zastolye. Even though vodka consumption has dropped in recent years, it's still Russia's enduring spirit, connecting hearts over every clink of the glass. Number 3. Festivals all year round. Russia doesn't do small celebrations. Every season bursts with color and energy. Spring kicks off with Maslenitsa, the farewell to winter festival filled with pancakes, bonfires, and games. Summer dazzles with Moscow City Day and St. Petersburg's White Nights Festival, where endless sunsets meet ballet and fireworks. Autumn and winter bring majestic Christmas markets, Red Square ice rinks, and New Year festivals with Dead Moroz or Father Frost and the Snow Maiden lighting up the night. Number 2. Russian cuisine, warmth against the cold. Russian food is a warm hug in a frozen land. From steaming bowls of beetroot borscht to buttery blini pancakes and delicate black caviar on rye bread, Russian meals are about sharing life, not just eating. Afternoon tea around a samovar, which is a traditional tea urn, is sacred, offering not just warmth but heartfelt connection. In Russia, every meal is a celebration of life, love, and endurance. Number 1. Life costs half as much. Think living in Russia is expensive? Think again. In Moscow, a one-bedroom apartment rents for $700 to $1,200 a month, while in smaller cities it's only $300 to $600. Groceries are affordable, public transport is cheap, $25 monthly for unlimited rides, and dining out costs as little as $6 to $10. Overall, living comfortably in Moscow costs about $1,200 to $1,600 a month, and only $700 to $1,000 in smaller towns. Compared to cities like New York or London, Russia offers a rich lifestyle at half the price. We've just uncovered more mind-blowing facts about Russia, a land of extremes, traditions, surprises, and hidden beauty. Would you visit or even live in Russia? If yes, comment number 1. If no, comment number 0. Thank you for traveling with us today. Stay tuned for more adventures around the world.